In the previous lecture, we created the threads variable and doing the get and the set using the local storage. And now we're going to work on the next item, which is to save and retrieve the images. So I'm going to do the save image. And here the code with a function, just a regular function to save an image. Now, the image is a UI image. So I need to get this image. So get the UI image. And I need to say, okay, what's going to be the file name of this image? So that I could pass this as a variable, and I can create something to randomize names for variables, string, and that returns a string, which would be the variable if it's the name of the path. Okay, the path of the image that's saved. All right, so save image. What do we do? Well, let's get a URL. Let file URL is equal to documents directory dot appending path content. So we append the path content and we append the file name. By the way, you don't have to worry about having the correct, like the correct backslash or not. When you append the path component, it takes care of that for you. All right. So now at this point, we don't need to conform here, by the way. So I can just remove this. There we go. We have the file name, the file URL. Now let's get the data out of this. If let image data is equal to image, let's save it as JPEG so that it takes less space on the hard drive of the device. Here, compressibility, you can put 0.7. It doesn't have to be perfect, right? 1 is the maximum, so 1.0 is the maximum. Let's do, and when we do we also have a catch. So let's catch the error messages, if any. Print error saving image. And let's write the error message, error.local description. All right, so now in the do, we're going to try to write the image data to the device. So image data.write to, and that will be the file URL, the one we created here. So we write to the documents directory with the file name, the JPEG data. Right. And by the way, here, if it doesn't work, we have to return null or nil because it will be empty. Okay, and whenever, so as you can see, it returns a string, but if it's not working, if the return doesn't work, well, we gotta return nil here. So return nil. All right, and here, if it works, then we return, what do we return? Well, the file path, so file URL.path. This one, all right. And it's probably going to stop complaining. Perfect. So we have the save image. And next, we got to work on getting the image. So let's do it right here. That's pretty easy to get the image, actually. So func get image. And here, with path. So we need to pass the path. And that path, by the way, will be saved inside of the thread, right? Because a message has a text and an image path. So that's how we get the path here. And that returns a UI image. And if it's nil, then we can make this optional. And let's get the file URL. So let file URL is equal to URL with the file URL with path. And the path will be the image path that's passed as a variable here. All right. And let's try a do catch. So do catch again. If there's an error, let's catch it by doing print error getting image, and let's put the error message here as well, error.local description. And now in the do, well, we have to get the data that's saved from the local storage. So let image data is equal to, we're going to try to get the data. So the data from the content of the file, so content of, and that will be the content of the file URL. Okay, and if we have it, well, guess what? We send it back, so we return it to as a UI image URL. So return. That would be the UI image from the data here. So from the data that we just got, image data. All right. And if there's a catch and doesn't work, well, we have to return nil. And if somehow, okay, and that covers the two paths. So do and return. So this should go away. Perfect. All right. So we have the save image and get image. So we save it and retrieve it. That's great. Next, we need to be able to add threads and delete threads. We're going to do that in the next lecture.